What's going on YouTube? It's New York's Finest, hosted by Mike. What's good? Obviously, outside of getting into the accident Sunday, I'm still going through some red tapes with insurance companies and whatnot. Tomorrow's Friday, so hopefully when this police officer comes back Monday off of this week vacation, he can go ahead and fix and clarify why he screwed up the report. The report still has vehicle 2 at fault, but he messed up on the policy number and codes and didn't put the driver's license number down for the woman driver, but had all my information. So I don't know, maybe he got confused with some of the other vehicles. The reason I'm bringing that up is because Saturday I was supposed to have went to a local thrift shop, got the heads up about some He-Man figures that were in, and I was kind of like being talked into a rush, and I just basically wasn't going to go. I didn't go to the flea market to sell Saturday. I wasn't feeling well. So I wound up doing everything Sunday. So I figured, you know what, I'll go to this particular location before I head to the city to take the stuff I traded in for $400 in cash, as well as a brand new Switch Lite, which I already got. And then on the way coming back home, I got into an accident. Well, I got hit by the girl. So needless to say, today I got a phone call and found out that the stuff was still being held for me. I was very overwhelmingly happy, of course. But yesterday I came across some stuff in red, white, and blue. Yesterday being the 50% off for seniors, and I'm a senior, and so yeah. So they looked out for me. I mean, not looked out for me. They didn't look out for me. I did get some stuff yesterday. Got a lot of shit, including about 22 DS games and a system, but I have to show you guys that bin in a second, because I did 2 buys. Normally sometimes, like, if we're here all day, we'll go back and forth to our vehicles. Excuse me, after buying stuff. Obviously later in the day they came out with these bad boys here, which you see on the side. Obviously I think I have a video up on my phone showing a cart full of stuff, including this vintage Power Ranger stuff. So before I get to that, let me show you guys the games I got. Blade, they had a brand new Blade. They had the Blade. I was just watching it earlier this morning before I got the phone call. As soon as I got the phone call, I ran right out. This is brand new sealed. I am a huge Wesley Snipes and Blade fan, and it has all 3 Wesley Snipes Blade, and then another Blade movie that I didn't watch. It was called Blade House of Siphon, I believe. I don't know the actor. I'll probably look at it to see if it's a decent movie. He looks nothing like Wesley Snipes, but I'll give it a go. I watched Blade Trinity because I haven't seen it in a long time. Of course, the original Blade has a lot. That has a lot of nostalgia for me because that movie came. I waited 8 months because back in the day when VHS was still popping, and before DVD became famous and the next media wave or trend, when you go to movie theaters you would see previews of movies, but it took 6 months or sometimes all the way up to a year for it to come out. So when I seen Wesley Snipes Blade previews, I was just so psyched and amped. And I remember my wife went with me to the movie theaters to see it, and she was already 9 months pregnant. She was already due. So Blade came out August 21st, 1998. Nobody can ever contest that with me because my wife gave birth to my firstborn, which is my daughter Michelle, on August 22nd, 1998. So that's how I know. Because we went to see Blade the day before she gave birth. So in a lot of ways, that movie meant a lot to me. It was the day I became a father, and the day I started caring more for my family and less for myself, being that I put my wife and my children before I put myself. So, and again, I've always been a Wesley Snipes fan. So, there you go with that. But anyway, I really didn't mean to subconsciously buy that movie. And there's another 2 movies here. Another 2 games here. I definitely was supposed to have booked back. They were both $2.99 each. For the Xbox One, you have NBA 2K14 and Destiny. These 2 games, I don't know why, I wasn't thinking when I went to the register, and I didn't even realize that I got these games until yesterday. I was doing a review, but being that the review was well over an hour and change, I'm trying to change that to where my videos aren't nowhere near that long. These three were definitely games I knew I wanted. So I wasted, I guess they wasted $8, but I spent another $8 on the three, like the 4-pack Blade movie, which I thought was actually pretty good. And of course the two Xbox One games where I really didn't want them. But this here you have Saints Row the Third for the Xbox 360. You also have Forza Horizon for the Xbox 360. And then for the PlayStation 2 you have the greatest hits Star Wars Battlefront, which is a really decent game. And like I said, I got rid of a lot of stuff Sunday, over 300 games that were just fillers. And I said to myself, I really don't want and or need every game for every system. No, I don't need it. I'm not trying to collect a whole, everything for this or that, because there's way too many games that take up way too much real estate. And I know I'm not going to never play the games, and they have more games for each system that I don't want, and I know I would never play or need than I would. So I decided to just get games that are most likely games I know I would want to play, certain genres I like, and of course games that are made specifically for that particular platform system. And of course, being Saints Row is Xbox game, just like Gears of War and Halo. It makes sense. And then for the PS3 you have stuff like God of War, etc., Gran Turismo, stuff like that. So I do have more games I got early in the day. This stuff here I got when I picked up all this stuff. So that's why I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed because I was extremely happy and ecstatic, because I couldn't believe that, I got some decent stuff through the day, but then they came up with all this Power Rangers shit. And when I saw the stuff in the bin, I was like, I had to like blink my eyes, like, what? And I was like, holy shit, they got Power Rangers in the boxes. So when they seen the stuff coming out, there was only 2 other guys there, and I was just they knew I was gonna grab at everything. So this guy here, unfortunately, he was in a bag. He was in a plastic bag. I'm guessing they didn't have the box for him. They probably did have his box. Maybe the box was too beat up and they decided to throw the box away. I don't know. I just know that he was basically what's missing on him is one of his arms, because this was actually boxed. The two back legs were in a bag next to him along with this arm. Unfortunately, it was the only arm, so I know for a fact that the other arm is gone. But anyway, this was I don't remember the price of this, because like I said, I already did the other video, and I got rid of the other video. It was somewhere between $8 and $10. To be honest, it was between, I think it was either, maybe it was $5.99 or $7.99 for this one. I mean, it is what it is. So I don't really remember. It's whatever. But yeah, buddy. This was $5.99. One kid, he got the Saba, and that was because the lady that brought the cart out was in my way. So he saw opportunity, thinking I didn't see it, and he grabbed at it. And I did get a little offended and upset, because I wanted everything. But he was being slick about it. But you can't be greedy neither. You gotta leave something for everybody else too. So that's why I really didn't pursue it. But I did try to trade him the Dragon Dagger for the Saba. Saba was in the box as well. But this was either way you look at it, it was $5.99. This was actually complete, because the only thing that comes in here is the Dragon Dagger. So that was $6. And this also was $6. It's missing the Morpher. It's basically Jason, the Red Ranger's gun that turned into like a gun and dagger sword type thing, and it comes with four coins out of 5 Power Rangers, and it comes with the Morpher. I do come across the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Morphers all over the place. I just have to remember which Morpher it is and then just find it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so. The Morpher wasn't in there. I didn't go to Red, White, and Blue today. I should have, but I didn't. And I did ask one dude who I have his number. He normally picks up. He's a book guy over there. And I asked him did any Power Ranger stuff come out today, and he's like, no, it didn't. I trust him. I believe him because he's a real cool guy. But either way, look at this was still $5.99. You know, I mean, it is. It still it has the 4 coins and the blaster in the box. I mean, it's worth the $6. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not because I'm not really into like accessories and shit. But I don't know. I'll think about it. Then here I'm basically gonna show you the empty boxes and show you what I got in the boxes. I didn't realize just how hollow a lot of the Megazord or Power Ranger stuff is. Here is the Dragon Zord. The Dragon Zord I haven't had in a while. It says Power Laser Drill, Dragon Zord, and Green Ranger. I do have a Green Ranger up there, so I will definitely put the Green Ranger in the box with this guy. Because I do see the Green Rangers a lot. And I think I have 2 of them, as a matter of fact. I have one that's actually signed by JDF, and it's signed in the back, so I'll put that one with this one. I do believe I am missing something for the Dragon Zord, but I'll show you that in a sec. So the dominant, the majority of the body is there. I believe it's also missing a toe. I think it's missing a coin, if I'm not mistaken. But the Dragon Zord is there. But this is the box for the Dragon Zord. Just wanted to show you guys that. And as a matter of fact, that Dragon Zord, I'm sorry, it was actually $7.99. This was $7.99. And Titanus was the most expensive one. He was $12.99. I caught the lady's attention with the Dragon Dagger box, being that they pulled out another they had another bin that I guess came from their processing area or their truck, and I kind of got the other lady's attention to get hers, and when she looked over at me, she was coming over because I guess she figured that she had to put a price on the Dragon Dagger, but she didn't, and I was like, oh no, and I pointed to this box because I see the one I had in my hand, so she looked at it, she looked at me. And I like put my hands in like a please or praying type. Like my hands are like this. I had the dragon thing in my hand. I was going like that. Like please, please put a price on it. So she did that. She said, she shook her head and said, no problem, man. Went like that. So I definitely appreciated that. But I only did that because normally what they do during the day is they normally just put everything away. Or sometimes they'll hold stuff for the next day. And I knew most likely I wasn't coming back today. Because that's what I had met up with a lawyer. And the jackass never contacted me. So I'm going to. And then I called another place. They didn't contact me neither. They didn't contact me back. So I guess it wasn't important enough for them. So I'll find somebody else to take my case. Because my case is definitely rock solid. And it's money for me and money for the lawyers. So it is what it is with the laws. With the thing that I'm going through for Sunday. But anyway, this wasn't here. But I already have a Titanus. And the Titanus I have, I believe, also came from either Red, White, and Blue or another thrift shop. But I'm guessing that they come from Red, White, and Blue. And the only thing I'm missing from that one is the chain, the chains for each side, But anyway, this is $12.99. I'm just showing you guys the empty boxes right now because I have the foam with everything. I'm gonna show you what I got. And then here we have the White Tiger Zord, and he's definitely missing some stuff. He's missing the coin, and I believe he's also missing some other stuff. And this one I came across a lot. I come across a lot of the White Tiger Zords. Out of all the Power Ranger, Megazords, I come across him the most. And speaking of that, yesterday they had one on the toy shelf area, and it was kind of banged up. It was extremely yellowed, so I could tell it came from a smoker. This stuff don't smell like it came from a smoker's house, but it could have been in a person's garage because it does have that garage smell. But anyway, this was also missing a lot of stuff. I kind of figured stuff was missing just because they were very light. Now you guys gotta remember, I used to see these all the time in Korean mom and pop shops and toy stores and whatever. But I never really picked up a lot of these in boxes. So I was always under the impression that they would be heavy boxes, not light. But I kind of figured, being that they came out with so much of it, I was like, yeah, I think it's missing stuff. Plus, I really, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. And then this guy also, this is the Thunder Zord Assault Team. I guess that's what they call it. And this one actually has all 4 of the mini figures, but it doesn't have the crystals. And for some reason, this one is also missing the wingtips for the Pink Ranger, which is the Firebird Zord. So this particular Zord is basically all four of the original Power Rangers, because the Red Ranger is his own Red Dragon Thunder Zord. So he's basically a Thunder Zord, and I guess with that Zord, it transforms into the Thunder Megazord Warrior Mode. I guess that's what you would call it. And or they have a Thunder Zord attached sled mode, which you basically put him on top of the sled thing, and you put the other Rangers around him, and they kind of like slide into like some kind of action thingamajig too. And it's funny because I actually have that particular Dragon Zord, I believe. I know there's two of them. There's one that's kind of like black, and then there's another one that's more red than black. And I think I have both, or I probably got confused. I don't remember, but or I may have that one and I'm missing the head, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I got the box for this, and I'm sorry again. I forgot to tell you, the White Tiger Zord, as well as the Thunder. Both of these was $7.99 as well. $7.99 each, and all the other boxes I showed you was $7.99 as far as Zords go. Outside of the Titanus. Titanus was the only one that was $12.99. I don't know if she put $12.99 on it because she knew I wanted it, and or she just charged an extra price on it because it was a bigger box. Or it could have been all the above. It doesn't matter. It was still worth it. Because these boxes without the styrofoam are easy $25 boxes all day. And then, of course, we have the deluxe set Megazord box, which is probably one of the most expensive ones out of all of them. I could be wrong. This was also $7.99. So, and just so you guys are not confused, I do have the styrofoam with most of the Zords in it. I just wanted to show you guys the empty boxes to get that out the way. Like right here, again, I think this one came with the White Tiger Zord. I mean, the White Ranger, because it seems like it has a body for a figure. So I'm guessing it did come with the White Power Ranger here. And again, you have the White Tiger Zord in here in very good condition, but it is missing the sword thing and some other stuff, including the, I guess the dagger for the White Power Ranger as well, as you see here. So the only one that didn't come in a box and in styrofoam again was that big green turtle thing, the first thing I showed you. So yeah, we got that. Let me make sure this is not gonna go anywhere. Okay. Then of course the only one that is complete was the last one I showed you, which was the deluxe Megazord set, which is the original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. As you see, it has all 5 of the original Power Rangers. You have the Tyrannosaurus Rex. You have the Pterodactyl, which is the Pink Ranger. You have the Yellow Ranger, which is the Saber-Toothed Tiger. You have the Blue Ranger, which is the the Triceratops. And then you have the Black Ranger, which is the Mastodon. Unfortunately, he's actually missing the head. I do have the head. With my original one, it's missing the horn, but that's okay. So, whatever ones I have up there that are kind of upgradable, because I know this one here, the tail is a little messed up on it, so I know that's automatically upgradable. But it does have the sword. And again, all this stuff for $7.99. Like I said, each one of these boxes are worth $20 each. With the styrofoam, you're probably looking at another $10, because the boxes are probably worth more than some of these Zords, because they're kind of uncommon. Especially to find them, it's crazy that I find these at a thrift shop. Weird. And again, they were all $7.99. This guy here, again, he comes with the Green Ranger, and it's probably missing some other stuff here. This is the first time I come across this particular Zord. I very rarely see them. You don't see them too much in thrift shops. And the only time I really see these a lot at the flea markets, I normally see them at Columbus. And the guys, if they do have them, they do have them in a box. I don't really see this loose. So that's pretty cool. He has the chest piece thing. I thought I didn't have a piece because I knew something went inside here. But he does have, I'm guessing it's missing a cover for the battery here. But somehow it goes in the middle of him somewhere here. But that goes in there. Then this is his tail. So doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I still have the majority of the stuff to complete that. Then moving on here, we have Which one is this again? Whichever. You guys know more about this than I would. I still think something's missing here. I could be wrong. Maybe they just make this big for a reason. I don't know. It does. Yeah, that's right. This one does have the Power Rangers in there. And I'm guessing this is like the little sled thing. I think something is missing down here. Because I'm guessing it would, yeah, it looks like it's missing wheels. So that, I guess that would make it slide. So yeah, I do have an extra one of these, and of course the same one that I have is also missing the tips. And it's weird because this one, the way it fits in the styrofoam, you can tell that the tips supposed to go somewhere. I have 2 of these legs already. Now I know where the legs go, because I've gotten them in, I think in red, white, and blue, and unique. Pretty cool. You got the blue one, you got the yellow one as well. Then you got this piece and the other little legs in the back or whatever. So yeah, again, I'm not gonna complain. Definitely not gonna complain. Then we got the big dude, which is Titanus. Titanus is missing a lot of stuff. This Pink Ranger is technically supposed to go to that. Of course, it falls right out. This is missing a lot of pieces. I don't know exactly what. Well, actually, it's missing the chains and the head. But like I said, I have one right up here. I'm looking at it right now, and it has the head and everything. The only thing missing off of that, obviously, is the chain. So, whatever. So, between tomorrow and so, I'll be doing whatever, because whatever I have extras of, I'm just gonna start putting them all in the boxes, and whatever I have extras of, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take them to the market and sell them off as Power Ranger parts. I should really get some money off of that. So this is the last one out of that stuff. So pretty cool for some original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Megazords. Because obviously the money is not in the Power Ranger figures themselves. The money is always in the Power Ranger Megazords. That's where all the money is. So let me show you guys this bin before I show you what I got today. I have more stuff too, and I have a lot of action figures, but I might show you that. I'll probably show you guys that. There's a good chance this video may be long, so just to give you guys a heads up on that, let me put this with this. And again, like I told you, I do try to collect the clear bins. So another thing I did get, this was actually $8. I got this for Isaiah because he loves the turtles and stuff, and this is the collectible turtle lunchbox gift set with the DVD, with the Blu-ray DVD movie, and it has everything in it is sealed, even though this is actually open, but everything else is sealed. It was $8, which is more than half off of what it still goes for now, which is like the last Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. So. And then this also was $8. I got the resale. It's the Blu-ray Disney Fantasia 2 movie collection. I'm not a huge Disney guy. I brought it purely for profit. So I guess I'll sell this, and it says $8 on it, but I'll try to get 20 on it. It's going for around $30 to $40. So if I do sell it, it'll definitely go for 20. Speaking of games, and this is the stuff I brought earlier because I made sure everything was put in the bin, and I had my wife pick up Isaiah yesterday, so that's why I basically stayed all day until they finished processing. Whatever you see me doing this is because my whiskers from my beard is going into my mouth. I'll have to shave. It's growing wild now. So here, I think I did buy this game by mistake. NBA Jam for the 360. Never played it, but everybody told me it was a good game. Scooby-Doo First Frights. Scooby-Doo games are kind of expensive. Not really, but whatever. It was for the Wii. It was only $3. This one was actually $1.99, which is funny. PlayStation 2, Dance Dance Revolution Max. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It was actually $2. And it's funny because I got a Dance Revolution pad on Sunday, at Unique because I was going there to see if they still had the He-Man. That's why I tried to get there early. But I was like, man, maybe it's sold. Maybe he put it out before he left, and you know they don't close until 8, and he leaves around 4:30 or so. So I was like, damn, shit. You know, maybe all right. Well, somebody else brought it. I wasn't really upset. I was like, it just wasn't meant for me to get. Who would have known that stuff was being held for me? So that was pretty cool. For the original Xbox, you have Halo 2. Again, like I said, I know I don't have Halo 2. I don't think so. Gears of War 2 for the Xbox 360. Hopefully, I don't have Part 2. Also, only game here that wasn't $3 was the Dance Dance Revolution. That one was $1.99. Everything else was $3. And then you have Need for Speed Undercover for the 360. I do like the Need for Speed games better on the 360 than on the PlayStations. I don't know why. It's funny because the original, the one that I really love, which was Most Wanted, the original Most Wanted that came out in 2005, 6ish. I did play that on the. I do have it, or I think I had it for the Vita. No, not for the Vita, for the PSP and the PS3. But for some reason, I just always liked the Need for Speed games on the 360. But I like Need for Speed, some Need for Speed games so much, I would get them on both systems. So again, this is also $2.99. Alright, let me just make sure this don't. Okay. Then the other thing was this bad boy, which is a Star Wars tabletop pinball machine, and this was actually $5. It's basically brand new. It's just the boxes beat the shit. So I will take this to the flea market for Saturday. I'll try to get like $20 on it. You know, a lot of stuff I don't mind taking to the market and try to sell it. And then there's some items that I want to hold on to it and go to, because I'm gonna start doing shows. Start looking into how to go about getting into shows and stuff. That's why I've been buying a lot of this stuff and buying bins, because I'm just what I'm trying to do. Then here's ironic because I actually have this. I'm actually looking at her right there, yep. But this one is kind of leaning to the side for some crazy reason. I don't know why she leaning like that. I have this same one, but it's missing the background here. And it was $4. I got it just to add for eye candy for my video game stuff, to have it next to my video game stuff. I have 2 of them, so I don't think I'm going to sell one. I think I'm just going to keep both of them and put them in 2 different parts of my PlayStation collection. You know, the original Tomb Raider, I love how they used to do the puzzles in this game. You have to press, especially when you climb up a mountain or whatever, and you have to press, you have to jump a certain way, hit the directional pad, and then another button to do a certain twist in the air while she grabbed the other. I used to love that. That's one mechanic they should definitely bring back to this game that I used to love. I used to love the difficulty of that. Oh yeah, and of course this bad boy, I didn't even get a chance to test it. It didn't have a game in it. They put $19.99 on it. It is a DSi. It's pink. I'm hoping I didn't buy it for the wrong reason. The reason I'm saying that is because I try to collect all the DSi's, DS Lites, 360s. I mean, no, not 360s. 3DSs, 360s too. All that stuff in different variated colors and whatnot. And I don't know if I have this particular one. It doesn't have any power to it. That's not a red flag. Because I would say 8 out of 10% of the time, I go to red, white, and blue. And when they do have a lot of these handhelds, they get a lot of 3DSs, and they definitely get a lot of DSi's and DS Lites. I think this is the one that goes for this one. I normally keep a couple of cords out. Yeah, this is it. So it's definitely, that's a good sign. Doesn't mean that there's something not wrong with the screen. So 9 out of 10 when you first plug it up and you press the power button, nothing happens. You normally have to wait a couple of minutes. The screens are not in bad condition. It definitely belonged to a girl because there's about 22 games in here. Only decent game is Mario. I think new Mario DS or something like that. So I'll let that stay here and try to, do what it does. I have the games all over the place. The games are separate price though, but I got stuff all over this. So I'm not gonna really go into details with that. And of course, this bag. This is the only toy bag I found at first when I first walked in. It was $4, so I'm gonna take it out and show it to y'all. I try to recycle these bags. That's why I don't really try. I try not to, unless I try and I rip and the bag gets ripped too bad, and then I just want to throw it away. But I try to reuse them for big items. Alright, so here we got this Transformer dude in here. He's one of those samurai ones. Guess his legs, his feet go like this. The thing about these guys is like they definitely start doing like this is like when they really start getting cheap on these figures. These Transformers. They're very, very hollow, but don't matter. Somebody will buy that. Then you got Optimus here. Big Optimus. Again, they make these really, really hollow. But this one is actually pretty cool. And how much was that again? $3.99 for both of them. This looks a little goofy, to be honest. Okay. Oh, okay. That's what I'm about to say. All right. So you basically have to turn him around and you flip out his arms. Yeah, he looks a little better now. And of course, this is definitely not the same scale. It might be. Maybe it is. This is definitely a leader class Optimus. He's definitely worth the $4. Nah, he's from a different wave because he's got the circle whatever. So Optimus, he's man. I mean, if this was in unique, he would be in a bag by himself anyway, and he'll probably be like maybe $6-7 because of his size. So to pay $4 for him, it's pretty all right. Considering the going rate for stuff nowadays anyway. So let me put this stuff to the side and let me see if I can show you guys this other stuff I got yesterday. From there, I did get some My Little Pony stuff within a couple of days from there. I'm going to just start getting a whole bunch of My Little Ponies and other stuff and sell stuff myself. Instead of always taking stuff and sell it to that lady Stephanie. This is part of, I don't know what Power Ranger. I mean, he's definitely missing his arms or legs or something. He's missing some parts, but I try to keep all my Power Ranger stuff together. So when I do get Power Ranger stuff, I can put them together, if that makes sense. This two different bags I had. Two big bags like this. There was mixed figures inside. There was a couple of them that were broken. There are some Star Wars figures like Mace Windu. Darth Maul, a couple of other characters in here. There's like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's about 11 or 12 different Star Wars figures in here. Not really worth mentioning, but I do try to keep my Star Wars stuff together. That was in there from yesterday that I got, and then this stuff too. These Marvel Legends and whatnot. These are worth talking about, obviously. I'm not going to really go into details. But I do have Harry Osborn. And this is the Harry Osborn from the not from the Marvel Legend line, but from the Spider-Man series. You got him. You got two rhinos. I think two of the same ones, too, I think. This person had. Yep. Two of the same rhino. That's definitely from the Spider-Man line as well. Then we have 4. Not 2, not 3, but 4. 3 of them are the same one because the same articulated. One has a different like waist action. Venom from Spider-Man 3, the movie. God, I love Venom from that movie. There's 4 of them. 3 of the same articulation and everything, and one has like some kind of, his arms are not articulated, and he like kind of springs from the waist. Then we have Carnage and Venom. I don't know what particular line they're from, but when I bag these, I'm gonna bag them together as a set because they're hollow, but somebody else still want them. Then here we have 2 different Sandmans. One Sandman, I'm guessing he's missing stuff that goes with his legs. I mean, with his arms. But they're both definitely from Spider-Man series, just like these other ones. I'm guessing. So he's missing arm, like accessories and stuff. But I'll probably put these 2 together. Whoa. So I'll break them first. This is definitely a Marvel Legend. This is definitely a Marvel Legend Spider-Man. This is the Tobey Maguire one. Obviously, either from the original Spider-Man movie with him or the second one. But it's definitely the Todd McFarlane. I mean, not Todd McFarlane. It's definitely the Toy Biz Marvel Legend Spider-Man that's fully articulated. Then here we have another Venom. I didn't know I had 2 of them. Another like hollow Venom from whatever line, because he has like buttons that go whatever with his chest. There's 2 of them. As you know, you see the first one when I showed you guys Carnage. So here he is again, you know. And then this web goes to one of, I don't know which one it goes to. All right, I don't know one more. Then you got these Spider-Mans. 2 of the same exact Spider-Man. So I'll probably do one with Carnage and one with Venom, or something like that. I don't know yet. So you got these, you know, these are definitely part of that Spidey set. Then you have a bigger Spider-Man. This is pretty cool. He's a cool one. Definitely Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Then we have this one from Spider-Man 3. So he'll definitely go with one of those Spider-Man 3 Venoms. I'll put him in a pack with him. So that's pretty cool. Then last but not least, we have a Marvel Universe / Marvel 3 3/4 Legend Weapon X type Wolverine. And I think there was 2 bags. Both bags had some Star Wars figures, some other miscellaneous half broken shit, and then some of these figures I just showed you guys. There was 2 bags of it. One bag I had to buy off that kid Vinny. That's the same kid that basically beat me to the boxed Saba. But if anybody was gonna get it, I'd rather somebody I know get it, you know. And he charged me $4 just to get the bag, just to buy the bag off for him. Some of y'all probably like, what? That's crazy. Why would you do that? That's stupid. Nah. I mean, it's just the way it is. You know, you see something, you know, I've done it to guys and guys done it to me. And it's not like, we don't look at it as a disrespect. We look at it as a respect type of thing. Because for somebody to turn around and give you something that they were going to buy, that's kind of like that's cool. Because at the end of the day, somebody can always say, nah, I'm keeping it. You know what I'm saying? So we don't mind because, you know, even though that we're paying that person to take it off their hands, then we still got to go to the register and pay for it. That person can still always say, no, I want to keep it. And like I said, it's part of the game. I do it. I don't look at it disrespectful, neither do they. You know, we just look at it like, all right, thanks for looking out. Sometimes some guys will hold stuff knowing that we'll be there or think we'll come and just put stuff aside. Hey, this person's into that. We do that shit too for each other. But there are times when you can't grab everything and that person will grab something for themselves, and like I just mentioned. So, you know, that's just part of the game. And then this stuff I got today from Unique. I'm not gonna say from which one. Oh man, I can barely lift it. All right. First off, let me show you guys this. Big Spidey. I'm not gonna say how much he was, but he was cheap. You hate me, Spider-Man? He's saying no, so that's cool. And yeah, so he got these two things where you could basically swing them and stuff. It's really cool. And he was price cheap. Stickers on him. I'm not gonna say how much because it was that cheap, but it was cheap enough. It was really cheap, and he's a big guy. So I'll put him in my bin with other oversized stuff to take to shows, because that kind of stuff still sells. And I can always take it to the market and sell it, but that's not what I'm gonna do. And of course, you know they do it lupus and other stuff. And as you can see, it has a lupus sticker on it. And this was actually $2.99. It is the blimp, and the blimp is actually complete, I believe. It does. I mean, obviously the blimp balloon is actually still folded and wrapped factory, and it has some of the other stuff in there, so it does look like it's complete. And it was only $2.99 plus. Today was 25% off, so obviously if it was 50% off, it'd be $1.50. So you figure it's $2.36 or something like that. 25. That's what 25% off is. I did open it up, and again, majority of everything does look like it's in there. I don't think it comes with a figure. I think it's just high flying blimp with rapid ninja deployment. Some assembly required, figures sold separately. So yeah, this is separate, and this is more of like the newer Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, what you call it. But still, no, it's definitely a piece that should be able to be sold. Now here's my receipt for everything. Obviously, it's a long receipt, and I saved. It says I saved $13. I only saved 13. It would have said 26 or something like that. It was 50% off. These I got these as well. I got a whole bunch of brand new boards and plastics downstairs that I totally forgot about over a year. We have the Akane X-Men number 211. I have to take my time, but I know how to get these stickers off without damaging them. Not bad for the year. Then you have Detective Comics number 448, 25 cents. I like the cover art, 99 cents, and of course it was 75 cents because it's 25% off of that. Then you have Super Friends number 18, also 99 cents. I like that cover as well. Then you have Scary Tales, 35 cent number 1, Spooky Stories. And all these books are worth about, every one of these books are definitely worth about $7 and up. In worse condition than this, sold on eBay, because I looked it up. That's why I made sure that I got my 75 cent worth for every book. And then you have the Academy X-Men art. Oh, that was the first one. That one is definitely like a $10 to $15 book. I already looked it up, and this is what everything sold for, not what people are asking. So, yeah, buddy. So we got those bad boys there. Now moving on to this. Oh, and of course, you know, my condolences go out to the Witherspoon family, and you know, rest in peace to John Witherspoon. He was a definitely great actor. I thought he was underrated as an actor, and you know, it's sad that he passed away. This was actually $4. And again, this is what I originally went for on Sunday before I had to go to the city and trade stuff in. And here you have Cyclops. Actually, he's in really, really decent condition, but for some reason, I got some of these guys in red, white, and blue some weeks ago, and it's weird, man. I guess after a while, the rubber gets a little messed up in their legs, but this is Cyclops. A little dirty. And you have the evil horse. You have the evil horse here. Hey, man. And the bastards of the universe. My cousin was the first one to say that back in the day when ever since I always say it. Because you know, he used to go, He-Man and the masters of the universe. But he was always saying the bastards of the universe. Then we have the good guy one. Let the good guys roll. $3.99 as well. I guess it was $1 more because of the horses. I see a lot of He-Man stuff now, man. A lot of older vintage He-Man stuff. All right, and this one, Battle Armor He-Man is actually in really, really decent condition. They all get that like real dirty, blackish looking stuff around their crotch, but it's pretty cool. And you know, obviously he comes with the armored horse, and this is the horse is actually complete, and he's actually in really good condition, even though it's the Battle Armored He-Man. My mom used to always try to get me into this when I, back in the day, which is ironic considering that, you know, it got to the point that everybody in my family just hated G.I. Joe. They hated that shit. But I never liked He-Man because I always liked He-Man the cartoon and the toys, but it was never, even Transformers, I always liked them, but I was never a real huge fan of it because I liked articulated figures. And, you know, that's why I gravitated more toward G.I. Joe than anything else. And then we have this guy was actually $2.99. I don't think it works. Oh, it's off. Let's see. Yeah, let me move the sticker from the chest. I hate when they put a sticker on a chest, you know, because then if you can't try to remove it, because then if they see you trying to remove it, depending on who's dead, they may go ahead and think that you're trying to remove the stickers and do something with it. So sometimes you're like, whatever. But either way, it was only $3, $2.99. So I'll sell this when I sell Lego stuff for Saturday. If cameras and stuff is cheap enough, I'll buy it, and they were. So I do have some stuff to take to the market as well. So I'll try to sell it there. I'm pretty confident I can get more money for it at the on eBay, but I was trying to follow this kid named Chase after the right price, because all he ever tried to do is give people good advice on what to buy. But what works for one person don't work for somebody else. So I would tell you definitely tread water very carefully when you buy DVD players and stuff like that, because I tried it and it didn't work out. Then later on in one of his videos, he actually posted and stated that it didn't work too well for him. I mean, not that he put a gun in my head, but still no. I just think sometimes people need to be a little bit more diplomatic when it comes to that stuff, because last thing you need is to have somebody spending money and they sit there and listen to you and they can't sell something and they wasted money on something that didn't sell. Even though you're trying to do the right thing, but still no. A lot of people may not look at it like that. Okay, so this does work. Somebody already had batteries in it. But I thought it was just the reception in the in the place. And then I realized that I brought an analog TV. Definitely wasted money. Definitely wasted $6 on this shit because it's not gonna play. So that was a bad mistake. This is also $6 and it's worth about 15. But it was 25% off for both of them. So maybe I can get $15 for this, and I'll basically be getting this for free and get my money back for both, or just a couple dollars more. As long as I don't put it on eBay. If not, I'm gonna put stuff on my table and take pictures on Saturday. Anyway, I'm gonna do that just in case. So when stuff do or don't sell, I'll have it on eBay. I'm gonna be surprised. I want you guys to be surprised when I show y'all what I'm gonna show y'all. All right. So here we have $2.99. You have Skunkor and Buzz Off. I think Buzz Off has some little paint issues or something. Figures are not in bad condition. But this is definitely Skunkor, and he got that leg issue. Oh, okay, he doesn't. So you have Buzz Off, and Buzz Off do have his wings. It's always hard to find Buzz Off without his wings. Very hard, and he has both wings, which is a plus. The He-Man stuff I might keep for myself. I don't know yet. I always say that, and then I gotta stop doing that. I see stuff I'll start liking, then all of a sudden I have it. I don't remember Skunkor being like that. What's his name? Skunkor or something like that? Buzz Off and him. They are dusty, so I'll probably take these downstairs and wipe them down and let them air dry, so they can pop a little. There's another set. These two I don't know their names. I don't even think they're part of Hordak. I think I do have a Hordak figure here because there was some He-Man stuff that I kept that was in good condition out of the He-Man lot that I mean out of other figures I got from Red, White, and Blue a couple of weeks ago. I don't know his name, and I don't know this dude. I don't think they're part of the Horde, but they're in pretty good condition otherwise. So I will be putting this stuff because I want to just have a whole bunch of stuff and just put the boxes away and not worry about it. And then when I'm ready to sell stuff, I sell it. So I'm gonna do it like that. And they were also $2.99. Everything else I'm putting out from He-Man are definitely $2.99. And here you have Teela, which is Man at Arm's daughter. Supposedly she's supposed to be Sorceress and Man at Arm's daughter. And it's funny because I actually I got this the other day. See how I told you guys you always gotta buy stuff because you never know when you're gonna come across something. And this is the Sorceress. This bird turns into the Sorceress, which is crazy. I just remembered that, and that's part of the He-Man line. So here we have Trapjaw and Teela. And then I had about another 15 or 20 He-Man figures. A lot of them were in bad condition, so I did have them in one big bag, and I sold them the last time I was at the market. And it was a whole bunch of them, and one guy was like, well, how much you want for them? And I was like, $25. And he was like, all right, I'll do that. I think his name is Cyclone or Cyclonus or some shit like that. Like you do this thing, and he's supposed to, yeah, there you go. He's supposed to, like, you know, do that. But he is missing that little hologram thing. And then you have Moss Man, and wow, he still has the smell, Moss Man. Again, my mom loved He-Man figures. That and LJN's old rubber wrestlers. I couldn't stand them because I like stuff that was articulated. Here's another one that was $2.99. Here you have Prince Adam and Skeletor, and Prince Adam has on somebody else's vest. You never know. This location may even have more figures because it happens a lot. I should have went down to Watch Hong today. I didn't think about that until now. It's too late now because it's 10 minutes to 8. If I thought about it and it was 6, I would have did this video short. But, you know, it is what it is. So you do have Skeletor in really good condition, man. He has everything on him. And then you have Prince Adam with his vest. I don't know what this elastic thing is, but he definitely has somebody else's thing on his chest. And he's in good condition, too. So yeah, I might wipe all these down and keep all the He-Man stuff. I may not even sell it because I paid about $40 for all this stuff, so I really don't need to sell them. And another one. So this, I think his name is Web Store, Web Store or something like that. So we got Manny Faces. Really good condition as well. They just need a wipe down. And then you have Web. I think his name is Web Store. And he does come with his grappling hook. All right. So it'd be nice to come across a Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain. You never know. They might pull out more stuff. If they do, I know I'll be the first one to get a call. So I definitely ain't worried about that. All right, and then my surprise, $3.99. $3.99 for this bad boy. And this is actually the Radio Shack Soundwave. This is the Radio Shack version of Soundwave. And this person definitely kept it in good condition. Pretty sure the batteries don't work, or if there's batteries in it, it's no good. And it's weird too because the rubber is actually intact and is not messed up. So that's pretty badass. And it basically, let me see if I can. Yeah, it has a. I didn't even know it was a 9-volt battery. Normally these 9-volt batteries don't have acid leaks. Like, oh yeah, it definitely does. And it's kind of corroded. Ooh. Actually, it's surprisingly. The battery is. I think the battery did mess up the actual. Oh man, I think the battery did mess up the whatchamacallit. It probably destroyed the whole thing, to be honest. So it's probably not even operational. I'll have to go in there and do something with that and try to correct that. I doubt it's correctable, but he does have his battery piece there, and he's in good condition. There's two versions of this. There's the regular Soundwave, which is purple, and then there's the Radio Shack version, which is this one. And never had the purple one, man. Of course, Soundwave was a badass dude, man. I always loved Soundwave. A lot of people call it the bootleg one, but Radio Shack did come out with this, and it's pretty cool. Like I said, his rubber thing is still intact, but his whatchamacallit's up, and there you have it. Radio Shack version of Soundwave. Of course, it was a different name. I do have a couple of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here, but ain't worth mentioning or talking about. Then here, you guys don't know how long I've been waiting for a vintage Megatron. $3 for Megatron. $2.99 on him. Sometimes it pays to be in the right place at the right time. What does it say? To carry, yep, 85, 84, 83, I'm sorry. So you basically. I remember the last time I did this, I broke one. I don't want to break it. See, he was always difficult to transform. Like I said, I don't want to break it because there's a certain way this. There it is. For the gun, you gotta. There you go. Still clicks. So you got the original Megatron. And it's a Walther P80, Walther P38. Megatron. $3 on that. $3. Getting there, y'all. I'm getting there. Then here we have for another $3. Sorry for the glare. We have some Dinobots. We got Grimlock, and I always forget the other one's name. I know one name is Sludge and one is Swoop, and I'm missing another name. So there's Grimlock, Swoop, Sludge, and Snarl or something like that. But whatever, we definitely know this is Grimlock. And again, more stuff may come out. If more stuff come out, I know I'm gonna be contacted, so I'm all good with that. And then you got this guy too. So we got two Grimlocks, two dinosaurs here from G1. Then I think last but not least in the bag, also $2.99. Perfect when you're not paying retail for stuff. I don't even pay retail for stuff anymore, just due to the fact that I got so many sources of where to go. Not sources on hookups, just sources on where to go. And now I see why a lot of people don't pay retail. Because when I used to sell my stuff off, I used to think guys are too cheap. I used to be like, why y'all so damn cheap? Y'all want to pay for stuff. Now I see why. Because You take your time and you go around yard selling and thrifting, you come across this shit. So I see. We got 2 Insecticons, which is ironic, considering they used them in the Constructicons used to always go at the unfortunately, one of these is alright. So one of these is missing. He's missing one part, but other than that, he is in good condition. Considering then the other one, I don't remember none of the names of the Insecticons, but still know there's 2 of them here. Even though one is missing one of his little leg, arm, whatever things. Oh, then we have this little dude right here, which is, I think it's supposed to be a version of Bumblebee. Because, you know, they made 2 of these. There's the Volkswagen Beetle, and then there's this version. And this one is also from the 80s, so this is definitely an original Bumblebee. As you can see him. And last but not least, when I took myself to the car, I said, you know, let me just go back again and see if anything else comes out. And I saw this out. This is the trilogy of Saw, 6 discs. It's the first 3 of Saw. It's Saw 1, Saw 2, and Saw 3. And I would like to play a game. He's on a tricycle. So yeah, it's it was a $2.99, which is the same price they charge for all their DVDs. So I was like, oh, and it's a trilogy, and I was like, wow, there's 3 movies in it. So I grabbed at that. Even though I'm like, why the hell I got flying insects in my house? Fuck that motherfucker come from. Then this big bad boy. So I definitely know they got more older toys. I mean, you know, come on, they came out with He-Man on Saturday. They had some G1 Transformer stuff today. While I was there getting up, you know, grabbing at that stuff, and then this old dude came out, 1980 guy, and this was actually $3. I don't know why somebody. Hey, pretty cool, big, vintage, $3 for this big ugly shit. I almost passed on it until I really looked at the mold, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not a remake. When I picked it up, I'm like, it's hollow, and then like the way his arms kind of swivel, I was like, this is old. And I couldn't find a marking, and then I realized the marking is right under here. 1980 Hasbro. So my video is basically done. I do want to just like look real quick. I know some people out there know who he is or where he's from. I just don't. And I did want to come home and look that up to see where he's from, which I'm going to do right now. And then my video is going to be over. If I don't find it in the next minute or so, I'm just going to end the video and just say thank you guys for watching. So I'm going to type in 19. Oh, yeah, I forgot. The iHome products, I hate. I don't like it. I don't like how, it's just don't like it. 1980 Hasbro. Okay, let's see. I can't put G.I. Joe because it's not G.I. Joe. I want to put 1980 Hasbro toys and see what comes up. This says Inhumanoids, but that's some other big thing, purple, and it looks nothing, no mold or nothing like this dude. Okay, well, that one Instructicon is Bombshell. So I see it here. I'm not seeing nothing on that dude, man. Oh, man. Well, last time I had a whole bunch of vintage stuff. I wound up getting a nice amount of money for everything. I sold everything to this dude named Nick, who used to work for this Neanderthal named Mitch, who used to own St. Mark's Comics in the Village. Nobody really liked him. He was a funny dude, and there was a lot of stories about him and how he lost contracts with Sideshow because he was doing some grimy shit with them, and they caught up with him, and he could no longer. I know it was only a matter of time before he was going under anyway, because he couldn't keep up with the times. There was, people want certain things and he couldn't provide it because, again, whatever he did, he messed up with them, and I guess word of mouth moved around, and he wound up losing his business. I don't know if the person sold the building and he had to move. I just know that he wound up going out of business and he sold off his business. So he wasn't a very nice guy anyway. He was a piece of shit. So I would never sit there and say, oh, I mean, I don't even really feel that bad for his workers, because his workers are like real nonchalant and some hippie goth people who act like they hated life and hated, those type that hate life and hate people. and they were just real weird. I think he just hired weird people that would just work for a couple of sandwiches and a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Just a weird guy who hired weird people. He used to have people follow. He would actually have his workers follow people, like knowingly follow people around the shop, and that makes anybody feel uncomfortable. It's like, you got a whole bunch of old junk that nobody really wants, and he used to have people. He would like literally just have people walk around watching people. Nobody needs that. They go a couple blocks down, they got Toy Tokyo. They go a couple blocks up, they got Forbidden Planet. Then they go over more to the west side. Then they got all the other stores. They got Chameleon Comics downtown. Downtown Wall Street. Then further up, you got Midtown Comics and all those other places that have way better stuff. And I think just neighborhood people went into his Okay, that wasn't Bumblebee. That was a Cliff Jumper. I don't know why Cliff Jumper had the same mold exactly as Bumblebee, but I just love. I see it right here. I can't find that damn thing. I gotta look it up and I'll find out who it is. Maybe somebody would actually text me or let me know. They'll know exactly what that big thing is from. As I'm talking, I'm trying to entertain you guys with verbalization as I'm scrolling down on this. But now I'm dedicated, but I'm not gonna keep the video going because the video is a lot longer than what it should have been in the first place. I just wanted to show you guys something different than the last month of video game pickups, which I always used to still look for I used to always look more for toys than video game stuff, even though I got big into video gaming. It was just like timing, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm getting back into the groove of stuff, because everything should be for sale, but as of right now, I have a whole bunch of Marvel Legends and some DC stuff. But that stuff, all of that stuff is gonna be for sale, but I'm holding off on it until I want to get I want to have about 15 to 20 bins full of shit. And that's basically what I'm doing. I you know what I mean? So anyway, peace.